The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Room here to run. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Brings up second and long at the Titans' 46-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's a gain of 6.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 180 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Willis. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Come on. That's another.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch the 70 Timberwolf. Watch the ship. Switch. Hey.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
18 Rattler. Mike's 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis, they'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Check. Hurt. Warrior 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That's the take.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Willis will look to throw on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check 99. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. All day, punk. Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Okay, ready.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
19 light. Check. Hey, Mike's 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Mustang 19. Set. Ready, go.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just 79 Broncos. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 47.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
31's the mic. So we got man.
Again, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
We want it. Come to my world.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combo.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Got it. Ready? 50's the mic. You better be afraid of me. Panther 11. Panther 11. Kill.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now Willis. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
On the ground, this is Williams.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check three.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. From the 16, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Titans, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a great